Hi there, I'm glad you're back. Did you do anything interesting over the weekend? Last Saturday, I was at the opening night of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, a musical adaptation of the children's book by Roald Dahl. I used to love this book when I was little, so I was thrilled to see how it would be directed on stage. The play was sensational. I loved every minute of it. Oh well, almost. The early scenes set outside of the chocolate factory were a bit drawn out, but as soon as Willy Wonka, the main character, appeared on stage, it became gripping. The cast was brilliant as well. No wonder they received a standing ovation at the end of the performance. You know, it made me think of our trip to France a few years ago. We went to see ballet at the Paris Opera House, and at the end of the performance, which had truly been powerful, my brother started clapping and whistling. Well, because that's what we do in the UK. But the French audience thought it was disrespectful and rude. People in the row in front of us even turned around to say we were lacking good manners. It's interesting how this sort of traditions differ from country to country. In fact, everyone in my family is interested in some form of art or culture. We are lucky to live in London because I think it's one of the most culturally vibrant cities in the world. There's a new show, performance, or gig happening nearly every day. We all have different tastes though, and sometimes it is difficult to choose one cultural event that all of us would like to attend. My parents, for example, are opera goers. They are keen on classical music, and they even have a huge collection of CDs of famous composers at home. To be honest, classical music and opera are not my cup of tea. I would rather go to see a band live, but not a pop band. I don't listen to pop music much, because it's pretty easy, if you have a good voice, to go on stage and sing a song somebody has written for you. Some of them even lip-sync instead of actually singing. I admire songwriters much more. They tend to have more meaningful lyrics as well. I really enjoy when bands have some surprises for the audience. For example, instead of the album version of a song, they may play it acoustically. Or maybe play a cover version of another band's song when they are anchored. Unexpected things like this never happen at pop concerts. My sister is a big fan of contemporary art. Ask her what is on display in any art gallery in London, and she'll know. Honestly, I'm not a big connoisseur of art, but I can appreciate some world masterpieces. However, most contemporary art doesn't make much sense to me. My sister says all of it is symbolic and has some hidden meaning, so probably it's just too highbrow for me. Occasionally, we go to galleries together anyway. Some days they stay open late, and if you're a student, you get a free entry. My brother and I both share a love for theater, as you probably have already guessed. My brother gives preference to drama, and plays based on Shakespeare are his favorite, while I'd rather see a musical or a comedy. What about you? Are you a theater goer, art lover, or a music fan? Do you have any favorite artwork, and why do you like it? Share your answers with us in the chat.